Today was a very big day for about 80 children across our state. It's Michigan Adoption Day. 30 counties participated this year in finalizing the adoptions, including this event in Muskegon, while others held informational events to reach potential adoptive parents. And tonight we wanted to learn a little bit more about the adoption situation here in our state in Michigan. And I'm joined right now with Kris Faasse, Director of Adoption for Bethany Christian Services in Grand Rapids. Thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure.
How many kids, what is the situation in Michigan for kids that need to be adopted?
Well, in foster care adoption, we've got about 300 kids who are currently waiting for families. There's 3,000 kids who are available for adoption, but obviously a majority of those have a family already identified. But there's thousands of kids in foster care in the state of Michigan right now.
People that have considered getting involved with adoption, there are different avenues, aren't there?
Right.
Tell us a little bit about some of the things that, how people can get involved.
Well, people can certainly adopt a child from foster care, which is a tremendous need. Nationally, there's about 114,000 kids who are waiting for families, and every year a number of kids age out of the system. In Michigan, about 500 kids age out. They never have a forever family. A young man once said to me, who do I turn to now when he aged out? And so I never forget that. So there are kids who need families.
It's heartbreaking. Some
families feel called to adopt an infant, and they just want to raise a child from infancy, and so there's infant adoption in Michigan, and we have many families who look to adopt a very young child. That's not through the foster care system, that would be through a voluntary adoption system. And then there's intercountry adoption, where children born in other countries are adopted by U.S. families.
And you can help with all of that.
You could do any of those.
All those different avenues. What are you seeing, what are some of the trends and issues that you're seeing in adoption these days?
Well, we know now that adoption is a wonderful way to parent, but it's different. It's not the same as parenting a biological child. So we're finding a greater awareness not only of the trauma histories that kids bring with them, or the challenging history, but the need for education and preparation. And so that's been a wonderful change in adoption that we're working with families to prepare them more.
Is there a These 400 campaign that you're talking about?
We have two different campaigns going on at Bethany right now.
Okay.
One, These 400 are 400 kids in foreign countries who are in need of permanent families. These are kids who we would consider having special placement needs. So kids who maybe have Down syndrome or cleft palate or spina bifida, but kids who may not be adopted otherwise, but need permanent families. So we have 400 kids in various orphanages or foster care situations in other countries that we've identified that we're trying to find families for. We also have an initiative called the Now Initiative, which stands for No One Without. And that's an initiative to find families for those kids that I mentioned, the 300 kids that are currently waiting for families, as well as the 500 who age out every year. So we have a campaign to recruit families from all over the country.
So a lot of ways that people can get involved.
Absolutely.
And all they have to do is call Bethany Christian Services.
We'd be happy to take their call.
Kris Faasse, the Director of Adoption for Bethany Christian, thank you for joining us today, and we'll have that information on our website too.
My pleasure, Sue.
Thank you.